Hello and welcome to another episode of Boost Your Personal Development. If you don't already know by now, this channel is all about empowering you on your personal growth journey. My name is Elaine Daly and I'm a personal development researcher, and I'm happy to have you here. Today I want to speak to you about a very interesting topic. It's about 12 reasons you should become more honest. And I can already hear you saying, well, I am honest. But as we already know, as most of us know anyway, there's different levels of honesty. There's being totally honest with the truth, and there's everything in between that. So this is what this video is all about. Stay tuned and don't go anywhere at all. Now, I want to get into the core of this video pretty quick, but before I do, I want you to imagine while you're watching this video, if you could never tell a lie, what would the world look like? Do you think that you would have better relationships with your partner, with your friends, with your colleagues at work, or your children? Would you achieve more? Would you make better decisions? Think about how or whether it would improve your life. And to get you thinking about this on a deeper level, I want to explain the meaning of true honesty. The Oxford English Dictionary states that honesty is where you say exactly what you mean without trying to hide your feelings, opinions, or facts. In short, honesty is not hiding the truth about something. True honesty is an incredible asset that almost everyone admires. But the reality is we are all guilty of not telling the truth to varying degrees at different moments in our lives. Not being honest can vary from texting someone to tell them that you're running 20 minutes late when in fact you're 60 minutes away, or proposing to marry someone, making them think that you're single when in fact you're already married. But as you will see, the art of being honest is an extremely powerful one, and it can 10x your life and empower you and set you free. And this is what this video is all about. It is setting you free. So what is the first reason you should become more honest? Is to improve your personal development. Failure to be honest with yourself can lead you to all sorts of problems. It can make you have a distorted view of who you really are, and this can seriously impact on your relationships with other people. For example, let me give you a scenario. Just imagine if you told yourself the biggest lie, that you would never amount to anything, and that all the people you thought cared about you couldn't care less about you. How do you think you would feel? How would you react? How would it change your life? The sad truth is that this is the reason why many people become depressed, and in some extreme cases they self-harm. Sometimes this can be because they blow their situation out of proportion. They don't have a realistic and honest approach to particular circumstances at any given point in their lives. But when you're honest with yourself, you can start living an authentic and happy life. This is because you start to understand why you think and feel the way you do. It's all about a journey of self-discovery. So you start asking yourself the correct questions. Why do I feel sad? Why do I feel lost and depressed? Why do I feel confused? In fact, true honesty stops you from becoming stagnant because it empowers you. True honesty gives you the opportunity to come up with solutions to the problems you are facing. Then you can start looking at the steps that you need to take to change things. So if you want to achieve true fulfillment and joy in your life, being honest is definitely the first step that you should take. The second reason you should become more honest is to become more conscientious. Being conscientious is an important personal core value. Your personal core values are basically the things that impact how you behave and interact and make decisions. So they act as a form of compass, directing how you think and feel and how you navigate the world at any given time. They develop through your life experiences and important relationships that you form with others. These include people such as your parents, your teachers, your friends and mentors, and so on. Although you may not be aware of what your core values are, they're really important because they act as a form of DNA. They make you very special and unique. Some important core values include humour, knowledge, joy, self-respect, wisdom, trustworthiness and self-discipline. And you can only really get true happiness and fulfillment when your actions and core values align so that you're doing the things that you believe in and living a truly authentic life. So if being conscientious is one of your personal core values, then you're more likely to have an understanding of what is right and what's wrong, and therefore you're going to value telling the truth more. I've dedicated an entire website, boostyourpersonaldevelopment.com, to helping you identify what your core values are. My website will explain in detail how you can optimize your life and how you can optimize the enjoyment and fulfillment of your life by defining and understanding what your core values are. Check out the link below if you'd like to learn more. The third reason you should become more honest is to build trust in yourself and in the relationships that you form with others. You might not be honest with yourself and others for a whole host of reasons. Perhaps it's because you don't want to appear incompetent, so you tell your boss that you've finished your work when in fact you haven't even started. Or perhaps you feel that people will think that you're weak or vulnerable. Sometimes we wear a mask to hide who we really are. A pastor told me that his wife asked him if he had peeled the potatoes, and he said, "Yes, of course I had." He later explained that he told a little white lie to convince his wife that he was in control, that he had everything covered and was capable of helping out in the home. It could be just little things like this that trigger you not to be honest. Or maybe you just don't know how to approach being honest at that particular moment, or want to shy away from it because it's too overwhelming. But the reality is, telling the truth wins hands down every time. And I'm sure that you wouldn't feel good about yourself by not telling the truth. When you're honest and sensitive to others, you build trust in yourself. You build self-love, self-respect, and self-esteem. So you shouldn't make any excuses for not being honest, because the more honest and sensitive you are, the more positivity you let into your life. The fourth reason why you should be honest is to set yourself free. The fact is, appreciating the benefits of telling the truth and putting it into practice pays dividends and can make an incredible difference on how your life plays out. When you're upfront with people, they value your opinion more because they know that they can rely on you to say what you think. As a result, they know they can turn to you in times of crisis because you have the backbone to tell it like it is. So being honest can set you free and can make you more alive. This means instead of telling people a bunch of lies that don't amount to anything, you get to tell your truth with people who have faith in you. Not only that, you'll be able to help them out in times of trouble when they really do need to be told the truth. This is a true gift that will 10x your life and make you feel more alive. The fifth reason you should become more honest is to become more thoughtful. Sometimes being totally honest is one of the most testing things we can do, especially if you're not telling the truth out of empathy for someone or you don't want to hurt their feelings. However, thinking about the consequences of not telling the truth can help you appreciate why you should practice becoming more honest. The fact is, telling lies can, in severe cases, have a catastrophic effect on your life and the lives of people around you. It can harm or destroy trust, making the people you care about feel betrayed. Trust me, it can also cause anxiety and even depression, for both you and the person being lied to. In all cases, therefore, consider whether your dishonesty harms someone else, and even if it doesn't, what will being dishonest do to your feeling of integrity and self-worth? That being said, becoming more honest should always come with a level of sensitivity. Obviously, telling someone that they're too fat and they should stop eating is not a positive approach, and it'll get you alienated. Instead, you should always speak with care and consideration for people's feelings and add value to whatever you say. Always try to present the truth in a way that doesn't hurt other people's feelings unnecessarily. Because it's amazing what you can tell people if they know you genuinely care about them. So being honest in a tactful, caring way is definitely the way to go. The sixth reason you should become more honest is to become the emotional glue to keep your friendships and relationships together. Being honest is about displaying how you feel, which is often the emotional glue that makes your relationship stronger. When you're honest about how you feel, it enables you to make an informed decision about how much work and effort you're willing to put into a relationship for it to continue and grow. Honesty, therefore, gives permission for others to be open with you because you're open with them. When you care about someone, it creates a bond which makes it easier for them to hear the truth because they trust and respect you. So being honest will encourage you to have conversations that will empower and support others in a meaningful way. The fact is, being able to sit down and be honest about the way you feel about something or someone is the only real way of ironing out potential problems. Yes, you might argue with your partner, your friends or your colleagues. It might not be pleasant or comfortable for you, but at least you're able to be open about your feelings and take steps to move forward. The reality is, not being honest is like climbing a mountain with unnecessary baggage. It will only wear you down. So, why not take the initiative, sit down, speak the truth and offload all that unnecessary baggage and watch your relationship grow. The seventh reason you should become more honest is to build your self-respect. You earn people's respect when you're honest, even though it might make you look vulnerable. But being respected is a very powerful core value that has life-changing benefits. You see, people respect you when you're sincere with them, and showing vulnerability is often viewed as attractive. Every meaningful interaction we have with others should be about earning their respect, and honesty forms a large part of it. So too does empowering them, having a positive attitude towards them, making them feel valued. So fundamental to any meaningful relationship is trust, driven by respect and your ability to add value to other people's lives. In his book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Dave Carnegie explains how genuine relationships happen when we make other people feel important and do it sincerely. The American religious leader, lawyer and politician James E. Feist said, "Honesty is more than not lying. It's truth-telling, truth-speaking, truth-living and truth-loving." Honesty means being upfront with people and speaking to them in terms of their interest. So being genuinely interested in people is a crucial part of building powerful relationships, and it starts with being honest with yourself and then the relationships you build with others. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the like button and click on the notification bell so you don't miss any videos like this one. The eighth reason you should become more honest is to build your character. Your character is inward facing, it's a private persona, so it's not easy for others to determine what your character is like when they first meet you. They have to get to know you. So if you have a tendency of being dishonest, then this won't be self-evident when people first meet you. However, it will eventually come out. But did you know that you can change your character traits by practicing good habits. You can do this by becoming more aware of your behavior towards others and operating on a good moral code. How do you do this? You do it by facing up to your shortcomings, understanding your strengths, and using what you have which is positive to boost your character. By doing this, you build your own sense of integrity and goodness. When you're committed to being honest, you're more likely to be willing to commit to whatever you promise and see it through to the end. And that's a very good characteristic to have. It doesn't mean you're going to get it right all the time and that people will accept what you're saying and what you believe in. But the fact is, becoming more honest and open about your feelings will help you to understand yourself better and appreciate what you really stand for. And this is the very thing that is going to boost your character. The ninth reason you should become more honest is to build your emotional and physical well-being. Yes, that's right. Honesty improves your vitality. In an honesty experiment conducted by the University of Notre Dame, results show that telling the truth is good for your health. In fact, according to a Science of Honesty study, telling the truth when tempted to lie can significantly improve your mental and physical health. The Science of Honesty also reveals that if you lie less, you will not only improve your health, it also improves your relationships. In another experiment with different groups, it discovered that individuals who reported less lying showed fewer mental health complaints such as anxiety or sadness, and also fewer physical health complaints such as sore throats or headaches. Wow! So you can become physically and mentally healthier by telling the truth. Isn't that amazing? The 10th reason you should become more honest is to build your self-confidence. This is an incredible way of 10xing your life and optimizing your life experiences. I've already talked about how honesty can create self-love, self-respect, and self-esteem. And your ability to be upfront and honest with other people allows you to defend your own interest and practice self-confidence and self-love. Self-confidence and self-love means you suffer less stress and anxiety. So instead of looking to society to tell you what you should be doing with your life, how you should behave, and being defined by society, you get to remove all these social pressures that prevent you from being the real you and for finding true happiness. In fact, becoming more honest makes you appear more attractive because self-confident people tend to be viewed as more agreeable and interesting. And if you believe in the law of attraction, it means that if you're self-confident, you believe in your own self-worth, and therefore you're going to attract more positivity and exude a positive outlook. So that gives you every reason to become more honest, to supercharge your self-confidence. The 11th reason you should become more honest is to become more open-minded. Being open-minded makes you more willing to move out of your comfort zone and discover new experiences, ideas, and points of view. So instead of having a rigid, one-dimensional approach to life, you're more willing to listen and try to understand other people's perspective. By becoming more honest and open-minded, you'll open yourself up to new experiences and actually see the world in a different lens. In fact, people who are open-minded have altogether better life experiences than those who aren't. Would you believe they're also more likely to live longer, eat better, and feel better about themselves? Being honest as a part of being open-minded means you enjoy a more enriched life, new experiences, and that's a big plus to becoming more honest. And the 12th and final reason you should become more honest is to add more value to other people's lives. It's easy to fall into a trap of putting your own selfish needs first and losing sight of what really matters. But true honesty is about acting with sincerity and valuing and respecting others. Sometimes it's when we're at our lowest point, faced with what we consider to be abject failure, that forces us to change and we begin to learn and understand ourselves better. But what we shouldn't do is to continue to make excuses for not being honest, because it will only lead to compromise in the beautiful relationships we can build with others. Not only that, it can hurt the people that we most care about and prevent them from seeing how special we really are. Now, the truth is, becoming more honest is going to make you look more vulnerable. There's a good chance that that will happen. But the fact is, being vulnerable is often a very attractive attribute, especially if you say it with good intention and from the heart. But when you're honest, the important thing to realize is that you're not always going to be right. People may not like you for telling the truth, and the truth sometimes hurts, but the truth will always set you free. And you shouldn't make any excuses for not telling the truth. As is the case in all situations, the truth will set you free. People will be able to see the true you, the authentic you. You can take off that mask and be who you really are. Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate you, and I would love to continue to make videos to empower you on your personal growth journey. So please remember to subscribe and click on the notification bell so you don't miss any videos like this one. And all that is left for me to say is goodbye for now, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.